Welcome back to Wheel Reverend, and today I'm going to take you through one of the most talked about entry-level cruisers for 2025, the Yamaha Bolt 250. When you first hear about a 250cc cruiser, you might expect something basic, stripped down, and maybe even a little uninspiring. But Yamaha has proven time and again that they know how to design a motorcycle that punches above its weight class. The Bolt 250 is no different. It is not just a smaller version of Yamaha's larger cruisers, it is a carefully crafted machine that delivers authentic cruiser vibes while keeping things light, affordable, and approachable for a wide range of riders. The very first impression you get when you see the Bolt 250 parked on the street is that it doesn't look like a small bike. The proportions are well thought out, the styling is aggressive enough to catch your eye, and the stance makes it feel like part of the bigger cruiser family. Yamaha has deliberately styled this machine to reflect the heritage of the Bolt lineup, so even though it's a 250, it doesn't scream beginner bike. The teardrop tank, the low-slung seat, the blacked-out engine and exhaust, and the chunky tires all come together to give the bike a muscular presence. This is important, because a lot of smaller cruisers tend to look toy-like or underwhelming, but Yamaha has made sure that the Bolt 250 carries itself with confidence. Once you swing a leg over it, the first thing you'll notice is the seat height. At just under 28 inches, it's incredibly approachable. Most riders will have no problem flat-footing at a stoplight, which builds instant confidence, especially for those who are newer to riding. The ergonomics are relaxed, with slightly pulled-back handlebars and mid-mounted pegs that keep your riding posture upright and natural. You don't feel cramped, even if you're taller, and you also don't feel like you're stretching too far forward like you might on some larger cruisers. The seat itself is wide enough to offer comfort for extended rides, with a slight contour that helps hold you in place. When you fire it up, the single-cylinder 249cc engine gives off a steady thump. It's not loud, it's not aggressive, but it's got just enough character to remind you that this is a cruiser. Yamaha has engineered the exhaust to sound deeper than you would expect from a 250, and that adds to the overall cruiser experience. On the road, the bike is smooth and predictable. Power delivery is linear, which makes it forgiving for new riders but still engaging enough for experienced riders who just want a relaxed ride. With roughly 22 horsepower and a torque curve that favors the low to mid-range, the Bolt 250 is happiest cruising through the city or rolling down back roads. It can hit highway speeds, but that's not where it shines. It's a machine built for enjoying the ride rather than racing to your destination. The gearbox deserves a mention because Yamaha has kept it light and precise. Shifting through the 5 gears feels smooth, and you don't have to fight to find neutral. For riders who are still learning the feel of a motorcycle, this is huge, because a forgiving transmission makes the learning curve that much easier. Pair that with a light clutch pull, and you've got a bike that's very beginner-friendly but not boring for seasoned riders. Handling is another area where the Bolt 250 impresses. At just around 360 pounds wet, it's nimble and easy to maneuver, especially in urban environments. Tight turns, U-turns, weaving through traffic, it all feels natural on this bike. The suspension is tuned for comfort rather than performance, with conventional telescopic forks in the front and twin shocks in the rear. It soaks up bumps and rough roads without making the ride feel harsh, which again plays into the cruiser ethos of relaxed, enjoyable riding. You're not going to attack twisty mountain passes like you would on a sport bike, but that's not the point. The point is stability, predictability, and comfort, and the Bolt delivers all three. Braking is handled by a disc at the front and a disc at the rear, with ABS offered depending on your region. For a bike of this size and weight, the braking performance is more than adequate. The feedback at the lever is reassuring, and the stopping distances feel appropriate. Even if you grab a little too much brake in a moment of panic, the system is forgiving, which is perfect for newer riders. Another key highlight of the Bolt 250 is its fuel efficiency. Yamaha claims figures of around 75 to 85 miles per gallon, depending on how and where you ride. That's an impressive number, and with its roughly 3.4-gallon tank, you're looking at a realistic range of over 250 miles per fill-up, for anyone commuting or just looking to save money at the pump. That's a major win. Add in Yamaha's reputation for reliability and low maintenance costs, and the Bolt 250 becomes a seriously cost-effective motorcycle to own. On the tech side, Yamaha has kept things simple but modern. The single-dial digital cluster gives you all the information you need: a speed, fuel gauge, odometer, and gear indicator in a clean and easy-to-read layout. The lighting setup includes a retro-style round headlamp with LED internals, LED indicators, and a LED taillight, so visibility is excellent both during the day and at night. There aren't advanced electronics like ride modes or traction control here, but that's not what this bike is about. It's about simplicity, ease of use, and giving riders the essentials without overcomplicating the experience. Customization potential is another huge plus. Yamaha knows cruiser riders like to make their bikes their own, and the Bolt 250 provides a great platform for that. With its stripped-down styling and exposed steel components, you can easily swap out handlebars, seats, exhausts, or even go for more extreme changes like bobber or cafe-inspired builds. Yamaha themselves already offer a range of accessories, and you can be sure the aftermarket will expand as the bike gains popularity. This is a motorcycle you can grow with. Start stock, then personalize it over time to truly make it yours. Now let's talk about the price, because this is one of the strongest arguments for the Bolt 250. Coming in at around $4,799 in the US market, it's positioned aggressively against rivals. Compared to bikes like the Honda Rebel 300 or the Kawasaki Eliminator 250, the Yamaha often comes in a little cheaper while still offering competitive specs and Yamaha's trademark reliability. For a lot of riders, price is a big factor, and Yamaha has managed to hit that sweet spot of affordability without cutting corners on design or build quality. The Bolt 250 is for a wide range of riders. It's for beginners who are nervous about starting out on something big and intimidating. It's for city commuters who want something stylish and economical. It's for experienced riders who already own a big bike but want a second machine that's lighter, easier, and less stressful to ride daily. It's also for anyone who values the cruiser lifestyle but doesn't want to deal with the high running costs or maintenance of larger cruisers. It's a bike that can be many things to many people, and that's part of its appeal. When you think about what makes a great motorcycle, it's not just horsepower or top speed. It's about how the bike makes you feel, how easy it is to live with, and whether it fits your lifestyle. The Yamaha Bolt 250 nails those intangibles. It looks good, it feels comfortable, it's affordable to run, and it delivers a riding experience that captures the freedom and joy of motorcycling. You don't need a massive engine to enjoy the open road. Sometimes, less really is more, and the Bolt 250 proves that beautifully. So if you're in the market for a cruiser that won't break the bank, won't overwhelm you, and still looks like a proper motorcycle, the 2025 Yamaha Bolt 250 is a machine you need to seriously consider. It's proof that Yamaha knows exactly what riders want at this level, and they've packaged it into a bike that delivers way more than the spec sheet might suggest. For the price, for the style, and for the experience, the Bolt 250 makes a very strong case for itself as one of the best entry-level cruisers of 2025.